it's been a long, drawn-out process, but now she's ready, and we're going to loading it up now. We're going to go to Tulsa Raceway Park and make a few test hits and see how everything goes. All right, so tell y'all a little bit about the car. We wanted to get back on brand, so we went with a third-gen Camaro. Jangling was a really good car. We won a championship with it last year, even though none of y'all got to see it. But one day, maybe, if the stars align, y'all will get to see the championship run. But y'all can also go back on my YouTube and y'all can see the whole season, race for race. So if that's something you want to do, it's on there. Go check it out. But so we built another, I don't know what I'm going to call it. I'm sure everybody in America is going to call it Shocker. And I really want to name it something else because I want this car to have its own image, you know, because Shocker pretty much, to me, is a legend. And this car has a big shoes to fill before you even crank it. So I wanted to name it Can't Get Right, but that's kind of, I've talked to everybody I know, and that's kind of a name that tongue twister and hard to fit on a hat, hard to fit across a t-shirt, just really not a good name. And that's the only character I had left in the movie life. So for now, the car's name is No Name. And it's a screw-blown third-gen Camaro, so it don't get much more American than that. If my head wasn't so big, I'd grow a mullet, so, but I'm not. But I might get Sunshine to do it. It's the same setup. It's a Noonan Hemi. It's a PSI screw blower. Everything on the blower is rigged out with Boy Racing products. Got a Martin Meeke transmission, Martin Meeke converter, drive shaft shop, drive shaft. It's got an Indy gear, 11-inch center section, mirrorlet rear end, MVM bars, Billet Specialties wheels, Hoosier tires. It's just all the same companies that I know and trust and used over the years, and it's kind of one of those deals, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I put the same exact thing on every car and we don't have no trouble out of it. And I still want to stick with this screw blower. You know, it's a proven fact that the rules are just headed in the direction that it's better to have a Pro Charge car, but you know, I don't want to be like everybody else. That's why I stayed nitrous for so long, and that's why we're going to work at this screw-blown combination, because the difference in the screw blower and the nitrous car is I was giving that motor everything it wanted, and I had an overweight nitrous car. I couldn't get down to weight because I'm a fat driver, but the screw blower, they limit my overdrive. So this thing could run at 128% overdrive and make ungodly amounts of power, but they got us running at 98%. So it's not the power adder that's the problem. We got to figure out how to use all the power and get it to the ground. And that's what leads us into the appearance of this new car. It's a third-gen Camaro's got probably one of the best aerodynamic back glasses in the game. Downforce is something you really need when you're trying to go 200 miles an hour out the back on a sketchy track. So we picked this car, for one, because it's my favorite body car, but for two, the back glass, it's really going to help us. We're not going to have to run a lot of weight in the back of the car like we did Jangling. The air is going to help us, and it's just going to push down on the car, make it squat, and make the tire stay hooked up to the racetrack. So on the outside of this car, we've done something a little different. I always do the two-tone paint. That was my trademark. But this car, I kind of wanted it to be different. I wanted to set aside from the rest of my car. So we took it over to Jason's Body Shop in Natchez, Mississippi, and he put a slick-ass paint job on it. It's one of them paint jobs in the South we call wet. I had a lot going on the last 2 or 3 weeks, as everybody's seen. Lost my dad. We lost Lizzie. No matter what most people think or think they know, you know, me and Lizzie didn't hate each other. We were actually friends, and so it's tough. You know, you with somebody for 8 years, and then they're gone at 33. So that's it's a hard pill to swallow. It definitely was for me, my family, and everybody that was around her the last couple of years. And but it's something we had to move forward with. And as far as my dad, I mean, I've seen on the internet a lot of people's commented on my post that they know what it's like to lose a dad. Well, I always thought it'd be a little easier considering me and my dad wasn't really close, but it was tough, and it's still tough, and it's probably gonna be tough for the rest of my life. So it's just something else I gotta deal with. But for now, I just gotta put my nose to the ground. We built this new car. We're trying to make it run at this championship, and I have to get out here and test it. No matter how I feel or how unmotivated I am, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing tested, because, you know, my tuner Jeff, he's pretty good, but a brand new car and only giving him 6 or 7 hours in one test session, that's asking a lot. But, you know, he might figure it out. Him and Adam figured out Jangling the first test session, and it was a car to be reckon with, I guess you'd say, the entire time I had it. So we're hoping for the best. We're just gonna do this one test session, and if things work, that'll be it. We'll be ready for Washington, but if it don't, we'll keep testing it till we get it right, and we'll show up in Washington with a hot rod that we think we can win with. I done fought it back to the middle. It was real time to ride then. It drives good.
I know it's bad. I was confessed it.
Yeah. Man, it was as good as expected. We brand new car, first pass, different kind of gas pedal, different kind of brake pedal, different steering wheel, different seat. You know the routine. Been in Jangling for 2 years. I jumped out of it, got in this car. Made a pretty good rip. I could have made it to the finish line, so I'm happy with it. Now I'm excited to see what we can do with it, because now we know we got a car that's gonna work.
Trailer, like where kind of where Dad sits in the cabin, there should be a box, full box.
Hey, it didn't want to go straight during that burnout, did it?
No, which one y'all pushed me?
I was holding you back like this. I was trying to bring you back.
Stay there. So no shit, neither one y'all pushed me?
No,
fix
it
I
went that way.
Take this off and then fix it. Tires scratch.
Instead of me.
Which one y'all did that?
I don't know. You see?
That's from putting the door on.
Thanks.
That'll buff out.
It's not there. I don't feel it.
Damn lotto ticket in my pocket here, so I'm gonna have all that.
could be, I don't know how old it is. May just be, I don't know, may just be kind of old in there. There was one drop on the left side. It looked like it's green. And then there was still some on the right, just kind of scattered out through there. I mean, didn't look like it got in it.
It went on down through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like the car went that way in the burnout. Man, the burnouts feel funky. I don't know if it's the gas pedal or what it is. Because it went that way.
It sounds funny. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to train this car not to put oil out here fast.
Do what?
Must be trying to do a jangling.
No, it is not.
Uh-huh.
It is not, I promise.
It's putting oil out every fast.
I know, but that is not because of the car.
Oh, okay. Know what that means, boys? Talking about y'all. Made our first full pass. Pretty good for in the heat, so.
Yeah.
The evaporator valve is stuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
I think it drives good though.
Told you it was going to drive nice.
I don't know if it's the velvet steering wheel in it or what, but something.
So how refined do we want to refine?
All the way down to the hush button.
Like, do we want to like change rear gears and converters and all that shit? Or
You don't like the rear gear?
not in this air?
Got the big end.
We put the purge down there behind the tire. Every time you do a burnout, that's when you got to purge.
No, we're just gonna
Did
send
you
it.
see that? Okay, don't hold this for more than a second, Kai. Oh, he's right there.
Oh,
Boom!
fucking 48 in it.
When's it turn on? Right in the middle. When it
Did
starts.
it blow up? It sounded
Yeah.
cool.
Boom!
Easy.
What do you think, Jeff?
Good day. Car's still shiny. No tire shake. Kai only had like 20 complaints. So, good day.
Pretty good.
My complaints is valid.
belts wouldn't work.
I didn't know if you were ever gonna get in the car that red.
Man, it's hard to get in it.
You can lose some weight.
It's light though, dude.
Yeah. Definitely light.
Pretty rare that you build a car and it comes out that much lighter than you think it's gonna come out.
All right, so we successfully finished our first test session with the new car. Overall, everything went good. We only got to make 4 passes because we had some problems with some springs. I had my spare motor in that's been sitting underneath the bench pretty much for a year and a half because we really hadn't heard our Noonan motors yet. And so it was breaking springs, and we don't really have the good tools to change springs on the car, so it takes forever to change them. Well, we do good just to change the spring between rounds. So that cost us a couple hours. And but our first pass, it went just as planned. We was gonna go to the 330. The car went straight down the middle of the racetrack. I got to the 330 and I had to lift because, you know, Jeff wanted to make sure his fuel numbers and all was right because we're trying the new overdrive that they released a new rule where you can take off 90 pounds if you run 82% overdrive. So we're trying to see if that's worth it. And so it's all new fuel, all new car, all new everything. And the first pass was flawless. We went straight to the 330, went pretty fast, lifted, didn't hurt nothing, no scratches on the car, everything was great. We went up for the second pass, and I don't know if I was sitting crooked in the seat or what, but whenever you're in a new car, you automatically just feel funky, you know, until you get used to it. A car's kind of like a dog, you got to get a bond with it, and I just hadn't had that bond yet, so I let go of the button, and it felt like the car was going left. Now, I lifted, and after watching the videos, I mean, it went a little left, but not near as left as I would hold it to the floor and win a drag race. So, I don't know. We're going to call the second pass. That was on me. I really think I could have made that pass too, but I just lifted. Went up for a third pass. That was our first full pass. It went fast. It matched Jang Lang's numbers in the heat. Third pass on the new car. So, we're proud of that. For the fourth pass, we went up there and everything was flawless. The car left hard, it ran to the middle good, and it ran a good number. So overall, we wanted to make 7 or 8 test passes, but you know, shit happens. We had problems with the springs. We had little new car blues problems, but not near as many as most have. You know, most people go test their car 4 or 5 times before they get all the bugs worked out. And we had them all worked out in 4 passes, and we ran a really good number. So, I mean, I'm happy with it. You know, you come to Tulsa and test in the summer, it's always hot, it's always dusty, and it's really not the best testing conditions. So I'm very happy with it. I think we can go to a place like Steele, Alabama or something and set some personal bests.
Advertise for Pudding Performance LLC. Pudding. We're gonna show them which.
And Pudding's Performance is the reason why this thing's got so many oil leaks already. And we're trying to jab rags and wrap them up with duct tape and do the best we can do on all these fittings that he forgot to tighten. But for now, we're just hoping the car don't kill me. Because if you take your car to Pudding's Performance, it's gonna have oil leaks and shit's probably gonna fly out the oil pan.
It's gonna work too.